Hello, I hope all of you are having a good day. In this video, we are going to take a look at a great and an efficient way of solving this question. You may recall that this question was given out as homework in one of our previous strategy videos related to GRE Quant. We hope that you have been able to attempt the question and that you have posted your answers in the comment section. In any case, we hope that you were looking forward to this video as part of validating your answers and figuring out whether you got it right or got it wrong. So without any further delay, let's get into the solution of this question. Let's read it out carefully and actively. Company A has twice as many employees as Company B. So let's write it down. Number of employees in Company A is equal to twice the number of employees in Company B. It's important to jot down as you read so that you don't miss out information, because writing helps you read actively. The two companies have no employees in common. This is very important because if this wasn't given, then we would be in a situation where we had to evaluate how many employees were exclusive to Company A and how many were exclusive to Company B. Now that the question is clarified, there are no employees in common. We know everyone who works in Company A belongs to Company A, and everyone who works in Company B belongs exclusively to Company B. If 64% of the employees of Company A are women, let's pause here, take a deep breath, and decide what we want to do from here onwards. We see that there is some data given to us in terms of a percentage. As such, a great way to save time on this question is to assume the unknown employees as 100 or multiples of 100. So if I take 100 as the number of employees in Company A, I should be concluding that Company B has only 50 employees, because the first sentence has told me something that I have written down here. Number of employees in Company A is twice the number of employees in Company B. This is typically what a lot of test takers do because of the fact that they are reading about Company A first. Now, while there is nothing wrong with this mathematically, a slightly more efficient set of numbers would be if you start with B as 100 and deduce that Company A has 200, because it's just easier to apply the percentages on bigger numbers rather than on a smaller number like 50. That is the only change you could make in your approach if you've already taken the number-based approach. On the other hand, if you took the number of employees in Company A as X and X by 2, that is not a great approach because it is time consuming, it involves variables, and is prone to errors. So one thing that you could avoid in solving questions like these is to assume variables for unknowns. All right, so now that we have decided that we want to keep 100 and 200 as our numbers, let's look at the information given. 64% of the employees of Company A are women. So let's look at Company A, which has 200 employees, out of which 64% are women. Now 64% of 200 is 128. So therefore there are 128 women, and therefore the rest 72 employees are men. Company B has 100 employees, as we have assumed. Then the question says 52% of the employees of Company B are women. So therefore, easy, 52 are women and 48 are men. Let's read on the final question now, the question stem, which is the actual question we are trying to solve. what percent of all the employees of the two companies. Now, the moment you see what percent of, the part that comes after this phrase, so what percent of is a very important key phrase for you, because whatever comes after this is your whole value. And as you know, the whole value is always in the denominator. So this key phrase actually tells you what number you should put in the denominator. And that is very important because it's a very common mistake that can happen in these kind of questions. So what is coming after the key phrase here? We see all the employees of the two companies, which means we are looking at 300 as our denominator. So what about these 300? The question asks, what percent of this are women? Now, if you look at the total number of women, it's 128 plus 52. That gives us a total of 180 women. So the percentage that we are looking for is nothing but 180 divided by 300 into 100. That leaves us with a final number of 60. So we put the number 60 in this box. Note that the percentage symbol will always be outside the box. Please note that this is a numeric entry question where there is one box, which means the box will take either an integer or a decimal as an answer. Also note that any units that are a part of the answer are always mentioned outside the box, because the only thing you have to enter inside the box are numbers, which is why it's called a numeric entry. So the takeaways from this question: whenever there are percentage values given as data, instead of variables, assume 100 or multiples of 100 as the unknowns. Write down the relationship between the unknowns if they are given in the question. Do not make calculation mistakes, because that is the last thing you want to be doing on a moderately difficult question like this one. Hopefully, this has given you an idea of what your answer was, whether it was right or wrong. If it was right, well done. If it was wrong, then I hope you were able to correct your mistakes. To help you apply all of your learnings from this question, as always, we are leaving you with a homework question. Please go ahead and try this question on your own. Once you have an answer, post them in the comment section, and we'll be happy to respond to any of your queries after that. If you like this video, please let us know. I hope you've all subscribed to our channel by now, and I hope you're benefiting from the new videos that we keep posting on this channel as a part of our endeavor to help you achieve your dream GRE score.